There was a prison where one inmate's name alone was enough to make people step aside. What made it even more surprising was that the same man had become a source of inspiration for many others. His daily routine was completely different from that of the rest of the prisoners. Every morning, he would push his mattress aside and spend hours working out on the steel bed frame. While everyone else was resting, he was training. Even at night, he refused to sleep until he had completed the goals he had set for himself. But he wasn't doing any of this to escape prison. He had already realized that simply staying alive inside those walls was the real challenge. The strange part was that he had never done anything to provoke anyone, yet almost everyone seemed to want him dead. Not long after arriving at the prison, he faced his first attack. He had gone to take a shower, when several inmates suddenly surrounded him. He fought back as best as he could, but there were too many of them. Every time he pushed one attacker away, another stepped forward. The fight escalated, and by the end of it, he was badly injured. Several of his teeth were knocked out, and later he was forced to replace them with metal dental implants. The attacks didn't stop after that. Every day brought a new threat. Even when fought only to defend himself, the punishment somehow landed on him. His sentence was extended, and that was the moment he understood a harsh truth. Weakness had no place in this prison. As the years passed, he became stronger than ever. His body grew tougher, his confidence increased, and little by little, he learned how to survive in the brutal environment around him. He was no longer the kind of man who backed down out of fear. One day, a group of inmates surrounded him in the prison yard, but this time, the outcome was different. He stood his ground and took them on alone. After the fight, one terrified prisoner revealed a secret that changed everything. A bounty had been placed on his head. The most shocking part was that it hadn't been ordered by an enemy. It had been placed by his own older brother. Inside prison, that amount of money was enough to make almost anyone willing to take a life. When he learned the truth, rage burned inside him. The man he had once sacrificed everything for had become the very reason his life had been destroyed. From that day on, every moment of his life became a struggle. He was either surviving an attack or preparing for the next one. The only person who brought him any sense of peace was his mother. But fate had other plans. One day, he learned that his mother was battling a serious illness. He desperately wanted to see her, but circumstances stood in his way. By the time he finally got the chance, it was already too late. In that moment, the last bit of hope he had left disappeared. He had nothing left to lose. Only one goal reigned in his mind: to settle the score with the people who had ruined his life.